Hello guys and welcome to another Era of Chaos video. Guys, today we are talking about the heroes in Era of Chaos, and more specifically we are speaking about the free-to-play heroes. By the way, I'm going to release another video in which I will be covering the pay-to-win heroes, but today we are talking about the heroes that you can obtain without paying anything. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. Now, which is the best hero, guys? The best hero that you should invest all your resources in the beginning of the game. This hero is by far, I really don't want to butcher his name, but I believe he's Gelu or Gelu. I will be calling him Gelu for now. Anyway, so Gelu is the best free-to-play hero when it comes to PvE. And by the way, in the beginning of the game, he's pretty decent in PvP as well. So in general, you have to focus your resources in order to max Gelu, guys. It is absolutely paramount. The thing is, you can use him even if you don't have a lot of archers. I have passed multiple stages in Trial of Angels and in any other PvE based content in the game using Gelu with my offensive units and my tanks. So in a way, he's useful everywhere when it comes to PvE. So this hero is a must. And of course, if you have strong archers, strong range units, he'll be absolutely unstoppable. So definitely, guys, in the beginning of the game, you have to invest everything in order to get this hero to 4 stars. And this is, to be honest, not really a difficult task because his shards can be obtained from the store, Duel of Champions store. When it comes to the next hero, I would advise you to get in the beginning. This is Solmir. However, Solmir, again, is a hero that is very useful for PvE and PvP. However, you don't have to max him out. If you don't like him in general, you can keep him at 2 stars. At 2 stars, he is strong enough to walk you to some specific stages, again in Trial of Angels or in any other PvE related game mode. So Solmir at 2 stars is pretty great, and I recommend you to get him there as soon as possible, but not more than 2 stars if you don't really like this character. Once again, at 2 stars he will be much strong and he will help you a lot with specific PvE content. The next hero that you need to get only to 1 star, once again, if you don't like this hero, this is Yok. There are some stages in Trial of Angels that it is almost impossible to pass if you don't have this hero. So my recommendation is get him to 1 star and use him in those cases. It is absolutely amazing. You need this hero in order to pass specific battles in Trial of Angels. And it is so easy. All you have to do is use his ultimate. His ultimate is a lifesaver, guys, trust me. So having Yok at 1 star is paramount, guys. So please do that in the beginning of your Era of Chaos journey. Another character that is a must to have is Rashka. Now, if you don't like Rashka, or for some reason you cannot keep your fleet alive, that's okay. You shouldn't be using Rashka as your main PvP hero, but Rashka is one of the best, if not the best, hero for the Crypt game mode. So even if you don't like this character, you're going to get a lot of his shards for free, and all you have to do is invest some scrolls in his ultimate. Once you do that, you'll be much more successful in the Crypt. So Rashka is a must. I would say is a must to get at least to 2 stars, but you're going to get that for free anyways. All you have to do is invest some scrolls in his ultimate, and this helps you a lot in the Crypt. And the next character that is actually similar to Rashka is Luna. Luna is very useful for specific stages in Trial of Angels, especially one stage. The only reason why actually I invest some scrolls in her ultimate and in general her skills is because of this specific Trial of Angels stage. It was incredibly difficult, but thanks to Luna and her firewall, I managed to beat it. So having Luna at least at 1 star is really useful. Once again, if you don't like this character, feel free not to invest in her, but you should have her at least at 1 stars. And please, guys, save some scrolls so that you can level up her Inferno Wall if you need it at some point. Okay, so the next character, the next hero that you must max out if you want to be successful in PvP, if you're a free-to-play player, this is Jedi. Jedi is by far the most flexible and probably the best PvP hero that you can have if you are free to play. Moreover, he's pretty great in certain PvE stages. Again, in Trial of Angels, there are specific stages that Jedi was the only hero that could pass them. I tried with Astro, maxed Astro, I couldn't do that, and Jedi was the guy who actually helped me to pass this stage. So Jedi, not only he's great for PvP, but he's also amazing at PvE. So we have to max this hero as soon as possible. With that said, there are certain heroes that you should invest shards in, but you shouldn't be actively using them. One of those heroes, guys, is Crack Hack. Now, I'm not saying that Crack Hack is a bad hero, but I doubt that you'll be using him after your 3rd or 4th week in the game. However, Crack Hack is a must to get to the 3rd special, the 3rd mastery. The reason for doing this is because Crack Hack increases the trigger of Rampage of all stronghold units from 35 to 60%. Currently, by the way, I am working on doing this. I did huge mistake by not doing it earlier. Reason being, if you have Ogre, if you have Behemoth, if you have Orc, if you have Rock, like any stronghold unit that you have will greatly benefit from the 3rd specialty of Crack Hack. So in the beginning of the game, it will be extremely important to get Crack Hack to 3 stars, even if you don't use this hero actively. Now, if you're just using Rock, guys, then don't bother doing it, because the Rock doesn't really lose health that often. But if you use Ogre, if you use Behemoth, if you use the Orc, then definitely this is a must, guys. This is the must in the beginning of the game. So make sure that you get Crack Hack to 3 stars. Now there's another hero that's pretty good to get to 3 stars, but he's situational. This is Kendo. Reason being, if you're using a lot of offensive units, then Kendo is the way to go. But if you don't, then it's not really worth investing a lot of resources in this hero. So yeah, only if you're using, like me, for example, Naga or Devil, then you need to get Kendo to 3 stars. And another hero, guys, that is a must, that she needs to be at least 3 stars, is Mephala. Now, Mephala is not the greatest hero, to be honest. I hardly ever use her. I actually use her in 1 or 2 stages in Trial of Angels, but at 3 stars, she unlocks this amazing ability that increases the health of all your defensive units by 20%. Now, there's another important thing I want to mention here, guys. For example, you may be running a formation that doesn't rely on range units, so your range roster will be like non-existent. The same can apply to your caster roster, or to offensive roster, or to, I don't know, your charger roster. However, every single formation requires a good defensive roster. So investing in Mephala is paramount, guys, because you need to have strong tanks. And to be honest, getting her to 3 stars is not really that difficult, so I would advise you to get her to 3 stars as soon as possible. And in fact, like any other hero at 3 stars unlocks something that can be useful. For example, Shiva unlocks something that boosts the Thunderbird at 3 stars. Though it is not really that important compared to the boost that Crack Hack gives you and the boost that Mephala gives you. So I would advise you to get those 2 heroes to 3 stars as soon as possible in order to improve your game as a free-to-play player. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Take care and stay safe.
Perfect.